narrated by M Media.
The truth under control art again. That move just now. If Kai Feng Mayan himself had been here, I would surely have died by your sword.
I must win.
Mother, nothing is more important than your own life, isn't it?
Mian, you are Mother's life.
This?
Impossible. Who are you?
Next, leave it to me.
Aunt, let's go down first. Go!
Uncle, I will fight you.
You wretched girl. You haven't even fully matured yet. Get down immediately. Go play shuttlecock.
Tell me, if you were defeated by a little girl who hasn't fully matured, what would you do?
You little girl. If you can defeat our Lord Shangguan, I could even let you be my mother.
That won't do. I couldn't give birth to a son as ugly as you. However, but if you lose, kneel, be my dog. Because I see you always like to bark at people around you.
You. Fine. I'd like to see you this wet behind the ears brat. What skills you possess. Lord Shangguan, please teach her a good lesson for me. Your leg just recovered. Did your brain get waterlogged? You barely held a sword a few times. Hurry up and come down.
What kind of joke is this? Why are you showing off here?
I didn't expect a great sect like Xiao Yao to have fallen so low as to rely on a little girl.
So do you dare to compete with me or not?
Of course. To kill you. One sword strike is enough for this old man. I exhausted 10 years of effort just to cultivate the wandering cloud movement technique to the pinnacle of perfection. How can a little girl like you be faster than me? Furthermore, you even severed my sword blade in one strike.
Nothing else. Only proficiency.
Lord Shangguan, the future prospects of the Azure Cloud sect. Please do not indulge her. Little girl, you indeed have some strength. But against me, you are merely a praying mantis trying to stop a chariot.
I didn't expect that after so much time has passed, you still only have this much skill.
This old man underestimated you just now. I will now show you the 10,000 swords ranking, how the 12th place was achieved.
It's over. This guy is getting serious now.
Sure enough, even Yuan Fan couldn't defeat him. This Su Mayan is definitely not his match.
It's still not too late to surrender now.
Spare me the talk. Your mediocre skills. Only you treat them as treasure. Back then I was too lazy to even practice them.
Since you wish to court death, then I shall grant your wish.
This is the 5th ranked Dragon Control Sword Technique.
Although it is not paired with the Dragon Roar Sword, merely learning the basics. Even masters ranked in the top 10 of the 10,000 swords ranking would be wary of it.
Little girl, how could you possibly defeat an old monster who has cultivated for decades? Come down quickly.
Stop talking. Let him take a good look at the true Grand Void Sword technique.
Dragon Control Art.
The might of the Grand Void, infused into the sword body. 9 heavens profound darkness. Sword moves the heavenly thunder.
A divine dragon. It actually slaughtered.
What kind of miracle is this? A living divine dragon. Severed by a single strike. How is that possible? Dragon control art, which I spent my entire life, what I have learned and created, was actually defeated by a mere young girl, easily broken.
I heard. The Supreme Void Sword art has already extended to the 10th form. It can gather all sword chi and transform into a sky-slashing giant sword. But only that mysterious sword immortal can practice it. Why can she execute it?
A bunch of narrow-minded fools. Although the sword immortal is mysterious, her sword manual is widely circulated. I learned more when I had nothing else to do.
There is a group of people in the way of the sword. They might have been unremarkable in their youth, but one day they will suddenly rise up, achieving sudden enlightenment in a unique skill. I think Sister is exactly that kind of genius. The cultivation method of the Supreme Void Sword art is not a secret. Sister must have been in places we couldn't see, diligently studying the Teiji sword art. Now, it is a culmination of long effort finally bursting forth.
Impossible. Those who master the entire Supreme Void Sword art are few and far between. How could she possibly do it? You are.
I am. Do you think I will give you a chance to tip of Kai Xian Chu?
My dear niece.
Don't try to get close to me.
Previously, your uncle was blind and foolish,
The
and
film
wrongly
was
accused you of being
translated
useless.
And narrated
It was all your
by
uncle's
M
fault.
Media.
Your uncle swears, from now on, your uncle will never call you that again. Considering that we are family. Please forgive your uncle this one time, alright?
Yes, Mian. We are all family. Just like teeth and lips. Bumps and clashes are inevitable. Please forgive them.
For mother's sake, I will reluctantly forgive you. Wait. Where do you think you're going? Have you forgotten what we agreed upon?
That's right. Didn't Sect Master Duen just say? If you lost, you would have to bark like a dog.
Who was it just now? Who was so arrogant in front of me? The dignified master of a sect, refusing to honor a lost pet.
Bark. If you don't bark, don't expect to leave peacefully today. Woof. The humiliation of today. Another day, I will surely repay 100-fold.
This is the blood spirit grass you need.
Thank you, Father.
This blood spirit grass can cure Su Mind's poison, but it requires an expert to inject true chi during the treatment. Otherwise, it will affect the therapeutic effect of the blood spirit grass.
Then where can we go to find such an expert to help us?
Grandfather, this is...
The Hidden Sword Pavilion inviting us. The Xiaoyao sect is participating in the Sword Discourse Assembly. The winner will have the chance to meet the Great Sword Saint.
Really? Hidden Sword Pavilion. If we are lucky enough to learn even a single move or technique from the Sword Saint, then in the martial arts world hereafter, we can walk fearlessly.
Merely. The 10 ultimate supreme techniques of the Hidden Sword Pavilion are enough for us to study for a lifetime.
I heard that the greatest treasured sword of this era, the Dragon's Roar Sword, is located right here in the Hidden Sword Pavilion. If I could witness the splendor of the Dragon's Roar Sword, I would have no regrets in this life.
Mayan, I hope that you and your brother participate in this Sword Discourse Assembly.
I am taking action to save my mother. What Sword Discourse Assembly? I am not going.
This wretched girl. How dare you speak to your grandfather like that?
Shut up. You are forbidden from attending the Sword Discourse Assembly.
Elder sister, the Sword Discourse Assembly is the lifelong aspiration of every swordsman. People like us might spend half our lives and still never get the chance to see the Hidden Sword Pavilion and those masters of the Sword Dao. Let's go together and broaden our horizons. Okay.
Su Mayan possesses exceptional talent. If during the sword discourse assembly, she distinguishes herself, then she will naturally be able to meet the person who holds the antidote.
That's right, Mian. Your younger brother particularly admires the sword patriarch of the Hidden Sword Pavilion. Just consider it, accompanying him to join the fun, okay?
All right. Calculating the time. Master will soon emerge from seclusion. It wouldn't hurt to go and see.
Mountaintop.
Chengzi. You have arrived, Great Sword Saint. The Sword Discourse Assembly will be held 3 days from now.
You go Chengzi, the Pavilion Master of the Hidden Sword Pavilion.
The participating disciples from aristocratic families have already arrived at Cheonju Mountain. Do you intend to go and observe the ceremony? For this grand ceremony, has the Xiaoyao sect been notified to attend? We have already sent the letter, according to your instructions. However, Great Sword Saint, why are you so concerned about the Xiaoyao sect?
By M Media.
It is nothing. I will be present at this assembly.
In front of Tianju Mountain.
Is this where Master lives?
Aren't these the useless siblings of the Xiaoyao sect? Who gave you the courage to come and participate in the Hidden Sword Pavilion sect assessment? Are you not afraid of making a fool of yourselves?
Mean Kiao, shut your filthy mouth. My sister defeated those on the 10,000 swords list, the 12th and 26th ranked members. She is not qualified. Do you, a traitor, have the qualification?
You little good for nothing, haven't seen you in a few days. I didn't expect your swordplay has improved quite a bit.
Zhao Qi.
This person has such strong sword intent.
Let me introduce him. This person is none other than the 10,000 swords lists 8 ranked Kai Shan Zhu. His sword Dao talent is unparalleled. When he was 12, he defeated all rivals among his peers.
Do you still remember this mask? You killed my adoptive father. I demand you pay with your life. Sis, dying from me is your supreme glory.
My dragon raw sword.
Sis, it is said that Shang Guan Dao Chang is this Kai Shanzu's stepfather. Publicly he called him his adoptive father. Now, Shang Guan Dao Chang is dead. They definitely resent us. We must be careful.
The people of the Xiaoyao sect are plotting murder my husband. I'll make you pay blood for blood.
Shangguan Daocheng aided tyranny first and injured my loved ones later. Leaving his body intact was already letting him off easy.
You are courting death.
Fighting is prohibited at the entrance assessment site. Otherwise, your qualification for the competition will be revoked.
Elder Ying, Elder of the Sword Set.
This is
Elder He, Elder of the Sword Set.
just going through the motions again. It's like this every year.
Elder Yuan, Elder of the Sword Set.
We never recruit good talents every year. Junior sister Zi Ying, you truly have perseverance.
Try hard and see. It's always better than doing nothing.
It is said that Elder Zi Ying is the Hidden Sword Pavilion sect's only female elder. However, her sword skills are mediocre. She is the weakest person in the Hidden Sword Pavilion sect. She doesn't even have a single disciple.
I thought she was some formidable figure. A peerless swordsman. It seems men are still superior. Women still can't cut it.
The Grand Elder has arrived. Grand Elder, shall the assessment begin?
Grand Elder, Elder of the Sword Set.
Let it begin. The assessment officially begins. The rules are simple. These 6 flying swords before you are divine weapons forged by the Hidden Sword Pavilion. The more swords you control, the more it proves your aptitude is higher. Conversely, you will be eliminated. I'll go first. Rise. Rise. I'll go. Next contestant. It seems the quality today is truly worrying.
I'll go. Sword control technique. Sister. The sword control mental technique you taught me. Is it actually effective? You didn't just read it in some storybook, did you?
If I tell you to learn it, then learn it. Don't you dare disobey me.
Alright then.
Inner spiritual root containment.
Inner spiritual root containment.
Outer true essence gathering.
Outer true essence gathering.
Guard the spirit platform.
Guard the spirit platform.
Intent drives the cosmic cycle.
Intent drives the cosmic cycle. Sword rises to the ethereal heavens. Moves according to my will.
Controlling one sword. Qualified for entry.
Excellent. I succeeded.
This trash actually.
This youth is teachable.
Zhaoqi is truly amazing.
Even if he managed to control one sword by luck, he is still trash. Watch closely.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Controlling two swords. Entered the intersect. Did you see that? Little trash. This is the gap between you and me. Entered the intersect. Like a carp leaping over the dragon gate. Boundless future ahead.
Merely controlling two swords. What is there to be proud of?
I wouldn't dare. My meager cultivation level naturally cannot compare to young Master Kai. All of you watch closely. Let me show you what a true sword Dao genius is. Controlling for swords. Designated personal disciple. What? Personal disciple. This is the highest status achievable in the assessment. Controlling for swords. As expected of the 8th rank on the myriad sword list. To be this powerful.
Indeed. Petty tricks.
Good. This is a genius rarely seen in 1,000 years. Are you willing to take me as your master? Get lost. Your cultivation level is not as profound as mine. I am more qualified than you to be his master. You. Are you trying to compete with me? We wouldn't dare. Naturally it is, Grand Elder, that you should choose first. Kid, are you willing to become my disciple?
Disciple Ji Xiansu. Pays respects to master.
Excellent. Young Master Kai was actually chosen by the Grand Elder. As expected, it's right to flatter him. Su Mayan, Su Qi. Offending the Grand Elder's personal disciple. Now let's see how you die.
Master, Your disciple has one more request.
Speak.
These Xiaoya sect, Su siblings, brutally murdered my sworn father. I implore Master to seek justice for me.
Such a thing happened? Such cruel individuals are clearly unsuitable for entering our hidden sword pavilion. What do you all say? The Grand Elder speaks correctly.
The assessment is paramount. We emphasize fairness and justice. Grand Elder, your actions are perhaps a bit too overbearing.
Overbearing? In the hidden sword pavilion, my rules are the rules.
You!
If we cannot enter the hidden sword pavilion, our Xiaoyao sect will be finished. No. I have already passed the assessment. How can you with just one sentence negate all my efforts?
By what right? Because I am the Grand Elder of the hidden sword pavilion. This reason, is it not acceptable?
By what right? I will tell you right now. Because you are trash. And I am a heaven's chosen prodigy. Because I can control 4 swords, while you can only control 1 sword. You merely passed the sect's lowest level trial. You are nothing more than a mediocrity. But I'm the personal disciple designated by the Grand Elder. What are you? How dare you compare yourself to me?
Grand Elder, aren't you going to stop this?
Stop what?
Your disciple's behavior is arrogant and overbearing. Aren't you going to discipline him?
My disciple already said just now. He has a feud with that brother and sister pair. This person viciously killed his foster father. Him not taking action is already merciful. Exactly. If it weren't for the current assessment, young Master Kai would have drawn his sword against them long ago.
This is just the beginning. My husband absolutely cannot die in your hands for nothing. I will make you carefree sect, bury your entire sect with him.
Shen Guandao Cheng insulted my mother first. You are going too far.
Trash. Is it your turn to speak?
You.
Enough. This matter ends here.
What? Elder Ziying, could it be that you intend to take them as disciples?
That's right. I intend to take both of them as disciples. But 2 of you, are you willing to become my disciples?
I didn't hear that wrong, did I? You want to take them as disciples?
You are an elder of the hidden sword pavilion. Do you really want every piece of trash?
I haven't controlled my sword yet.
A piece of trash like you understands sword control too?
When it comes to sword control, I am a genius rarely seen in a century.
Did you hear that? She says she is a genius. Do you believe her? You are an unparalleled genius. Then I must be Yugu the Sword Saint.
Yanhee, your daughter's way of speaking. Is she really this good at bluffing? I believe my daughter. She is not boasting. Can she do it? This girl is sallow and thin, looking like withered wood. She looks nothing like an unparalleled genius.
Trash. Unless you today truly are that genius of the sword path, capable of alarming the master. Otherwise, even Elder Ziying cannot protect you.
A lowly man may lose his mind for speaking too much. Aren't these the 6 swords that Master let me play with? Master, this sword control, isn't it as simple as flying a kite?
It's not simple. It's that your talent is too high. In such a short time, these flying swords recognized you as their master and obey your command.
Sword control. What's so difficult about that?
It's not difficult. You should know. Even young Master Kai can only control 4 swords. You a piece of trash are boasting shamelessly here. Then hurry up and get lost. Don't waste everyone's time. If you can successfully wield a sword, I will eat the sword. You piece of trash. You actually dare to dream of entering the sword set.
Sister.
Watch closely. Sword control. This is how it should be controlled. Vermilion Bird Black Daughters. Hangwang Lingshu. Jingming Dragon's Roar. Heed my command. Rise.
I thought you were going to unleash some ultimate move. That's it? You controlled it very well. Just don't control it next time, alright? Let's not mention sword control. Your embarrassing display of skill is truly remarkable.
Trash is trash. Will never amount to anything.
Putting on an act. Just like her younger brother. Both are trash.
Could she really be just an ordinary person?
Stop wasting our time. Sword control failed. Disqualified. Next.
What is going on? Hangwang. Rise. Vermilion bird, heed my command. Go. My residual poison has not disappeared. Black tortoise. Draw your sheath. Come out. Come out.
Hurry up and get down. Stop embarrassing yourself. Stop wasting your effort. Are you trying to make us die laughing? Stop embarrassing yourself. Don't waste everyone's time. Get down.
Get down!
Get down.
Impossible. The swords must have a problem. I request another attempt.
Even if you try 100 times, you still won't succeed. Your ability is insufficient, even if you persist. What good will it do?
The competition limits time, not the number of attempts. What if you let her try one more time?
Since that is the case, then I will give her one last chance. If she fails again, then do not blame me for personally driving her away.
You are being mischievous again, aren't you? All right. If you still don't obey, I will break all of you. I will give you one last chance.
Look quickly, this piece of trash is starting again. Stop wasting your effort.
Still not giving up.
Ji-Yun, his daughter, is indeed missing a screw loose in her head.
Six blades, one heart. My heart is the sword, capable of breaking all defenses. Rise.
How is this possible?
This is impossible.
What is going on? Wielding 6 swords. This is a true genius of the sword Dao.
She is indeed 1 in 10,000. Peerless genius.
I am not angry. You are being disobedient. They are 6 peerless divine swords after all. My power is only at half capacity. I cannot control them for too long.
A good for nothing is a good for nothing. You did not pass the assessment at all.
Utter nonsense. My sister controlled 6 swords. She is more outstanding than all of you.
According to the rules of the sword sect assessment, enduring for 10 breaths is required to count. This good for nothing only lasted for 3 breaths. Completely unqualified.
Exactly. Correct.
The film was translated
Cannot
and
even last 10
narrated
breaths.
by
What kind of sword control is that? It truly does not comply with the rules. It must be that these 6 swords had some kind of problem. This result does not count. Failed sword control. Unqualified.
How dare you act like this? How can you do this? This is unfair.
A good for nothing is a good for nothing. They cannot cause any trouble. Do you think you are worthy of entering the Hidden Sword Pavilion? Utterly ridiculous.
The Grand Elder has spoken. If anyone dares to accept you, they will be making an enemy of him. You cannot enter the Hidden Sword Pavilion. Zhao Yao sect. Just wait for your destruction.
Mean Kiao, how can you be so malicious? You are a member of the Jiao Yao sect after all. A disciple.
I used to be. Not anymore.
Now I belong to the Chi family. He is my dog after all. And still has a master. As for you, I'd like to see who dares to take you in.
Young Master Kai is right. Trash like you. Nobody would want you, not even as a dog for farming.
We are humans, not dogs. Do you think everyone is like you, so desperate for a man? Since you like it so much, Why don't you let young Master Kai have you a couple more times? Then resolve your issues privately.
You wretched girl, how dare you slander the reputation of young Master Kai and me? You are courting death.
Sharp taunt.
If you cannot enter the Hidden Sword Pavilion, the Jiaoyao set is finished. Must all our efforts be for naught?
Who said no one would take her as a disciple? You too. You may become my disciples.
Are you not afraid of offending the Grand Elder?
Offending him? A swordsman wields his sword to support the collapsing mountains and rivers, and to protect the goodness of the mortal world. As for me, Zi Yang, what I despise the most is when you use the sword in your hand to oppress the weak. You too. Are you willing to become my disciples?
Of course we are willing.
Elder Ziying, I respect your character. But Su Mian has already taken another master. As the saying goes, one servant cannot serve two masters. I, Su Mian, can no longer take a second master.
When did Mian take a master?
It's a long story. My legs can recover. Master also played a part.
The master this girl speaks of must be some kind of low-level, wandering swordsman. That's all. Originally, it was also to help the siblings escape disaster. Taking one disciple is the same as taking another. Then Su-Ki, are you willing to become my disciple?
Of course I am willing. Your disciple Su-Ki greets honored master.
Good. Starting today, you shall be my soul, inner chamber disciple.
Suki's talent is dull. He could only take the weakest female elder as his master. Furthermore, by doing this he has completely offended Kai Shanzu, who belongs to the Grand Elder's faction. Even if he is selected as a personal disciple, from now on, he will only be subjected to bullying. Honored Master Shi. Elder Zi Ying. If you continue to be so stubborn, do not blame your senior brother for showing no mercy.
I, Zi Yang, have always acted uprightly and honorably. The Grand Elder's favor. You should keep that for yourself.
Having offended the Grand Elder, you all can just wait to die. The sect master arrives.
This assessment. The people from the Xiaoyao sect performed mediocrely. Why would the Sword Saint care so much?
The sect master has always favored the Grand Elder. If the Grand Elder files a complaint, I won't be able to handle it. Su Mian and Su-Ki cannot stay here for long. Pavilion Master, my personal disciples have been chosen. I will now take you back to Tianju Mountain to prepare for the sword tournament in 3 days.
Sword Saint arrives. It's the Sword Saint.
Sword Saint,
It's the Sword Saint. Greetings, Sword Saint.
Greetings, Sword Saint.
Where did that girl run off to?
Cloudwater Pavilion.
we've arrived. This is where you will live.
Honored master. Why is this place so dilapidated?
Dilapidated? Swordsman cultivation emphasizes enduring hardship. As the saying goes, when heaven is about to confer a great responsibility upon a person, it must first torment their heart and will, exhaust their muscles and bones. Hungry. Alright. It is true that I haven't taken a disciple in a long time, and this place has been uninhabited for a long time, which is why it looks like this.
It's fine. It's fine, although this place is simple. It excels in tranquility. It is a good place for cultivation. We just need to clean it up a bit.
The sword tournament is in 3 days. That new disciple of the Grand Elder, I cannot guarantee he won't seek revenge through favoritism. I must find for the two of them 2 high-grade sword manuals. Sharpening the spear before battle. It still helps. Why hasn't Pavilion Master Yugu arrived yet?
He was supposed to come. They say that yesterday he was summoned by Lord Sword Saint to discuss matters. He hasn't come out yet.
Those siblings really dared to show up. You must teach them a good lesson.
You said there was a master,
Courtyard.
secretly helping them. That's right. Otherwise by now they would already be souls claimed by the sword.
Master. That person hasn't even shown their face. Yet they forced us into continuous retreat. Their strength is likely considerable.
How high can it be? Is it higher than mine?
Naturally yours is higher.
This is the sect's secret technique. After cultivation, it will make your cultivation efforts twice as effective with half the effort. This sword discussion tournament is of great importance. If you win the championship, my prestige within the sect will rise even higher. Therefore success is the only option. Failure is forbidden. Those who stand in the way.
Your disciple understands.
Your disciple understands.
With the masters imparted. Sect secret technique blessing. Sumian and Suchet. I'll see how you die. They escaped disaster the day before yesterday. Today they will die on the arena stage.
These past 2 days Sumayan has been sleeping everywhere all the time. Quite lazy. I heard however that Suki has been diligently practicing his sword, making significant progress. He is merely a child, whose swordsmanship is just child's play. Later, I will let them know what true swordsmanship is. This sword discussion tournament is intended for the exchange of sword principles. The victor will be personally taught sword techniques by Lord Sword Saint.
I am naturally gifted. If I can receive guidance on a few moves from Lord Sword Saint, wouldn't that be a direct path to success?
I have been guided thousands upon thousands of times. Then why haven't I ascended?
In the past century, those who managed to learn even a fraction of the Sword Saint's moves invariably became Grandmasters later on. Masters have gathered in abundance for this tournament. You too. Just do your best.
I wait your instruction. I'm in a hurry. You are not worthy of my courtesy.
The rules of the competition dictate stopping short of injury. You have already won. Why did you still strike a killing blow?
In this martial arts competition, accidental injury is inevitable. Elder Zi Ying, do not slander me with false accusations. You accuse me unjustly.
Shameless.
Who else? What should we do? So powerful. I dare not go up now. What should we do? You. Come up and fight me.
His strength has suddenly increased significantly. I fear I am not his match.
Wait. This Ning Qiao. Something is not right. Do not act rashly.
You Zhao Yao sect members are all cowards. You don't even dare to draw your swords. Before you to step onto the stage, first give young Master Kai and me 100 loud countouts. Perhaps if we are pleased, we might even spare your life.
This is a provocation tactic. Don't fall for it.
Coward.
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 The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
You are the coward. I will fight you.
I just fear you won't be able to withstand it.
Where the 7 tribulations end, the sword is chaos.
Isn't this the Chaos Sword technique? I didn't expect, in such a short time, this boy could comprehend it to this extent. Truly the young generation is formidable.
Excellent. Well done, my disciple.
Even if one only knows the basics of the Chaos Sword technique, they can still overpower all rivals.
The day before yesterday, he was still my defeated opponent. In such a short period. How did he advance to such a level?
You lose. The swordsmen of our Zhao Yao sect are not cowards.
I finally forced you onto the stage. Are you ready to die?
Who will prevail is yet unknown.
Arrogant. Such repeatedly using the same move is a sign of incompetence.
What's going on?
It's bad. I only taught him the Chaos Sword techniques. First stance, he knows nothing of the subsequent ones. Now it seems, the Grand Elder has already taught Kai Xianshu the subsequent secret techniques of the sect. He easily countered Su Qi's move. No. It's too dangerous.
Heavens! Su Mian actually blocked Kai Shanzu's sword.
I knew it. I knew Su Mian was extraordinary.
During the previous sword assessment, Su Mian performed very poorly. In just 3 days, actually underwent a complete transformation. Inconceivable. It truly is. Truly inconceivable. Watch out.
This is impossible. I have never lost since childhood.
Someone like you only won against a few weaklings, and you're already smug. Indeed. You just need to be taught a lesson. Su Qi, you step down first. I will fight him.
Mian, you must be careful.
Su Mian. It's you again. Why must you always oppose me?
You never know. Perhaps in my past life, I was your stepping stone, trampled upon by others. Therefore, in this life, I must be your roadblock, to ensure nothing goes your way.
Why is Su Mian always dodging? Is she yielding before the fight even begins? Actually, no. Su Mian seems more like she is teasing him. She is actually playing with Kai Shanzu, playing him like a puppet.
You bitch.
You are the you bitch. Your mother is the bitch. Your whole family is bitch. Heartless and cruel. Ungrateful.
Su Mian. How dare you insult a fellow disciple?
Grand Elder. You truly are blind in eye and heart. Your disciple just spoke disrespectfully. You didn't hear a single word. Now that he's been hit, he wants to run. Your swordsmanship, to me, is truly too poor. It couldn't be worse. Someone like you is not worthy of having my sword drawn.
And narrated by M Media.
You. And you. All of you come up here.
What? She actually wants to fight 6 people alone? Why is Su Mian suddenly so fierce?
Su Mian, please don't act rashly. They're all the Grand Elders. Elite disciples, moreover they are also the cream of the crop from various major sects. Their strength cannot be underestimated.
You speak with great arrogance.
I have a sex secret technique protecting me. Even if you possess 10,000 abilities, you cannot harm me in the slightest.
Since that is the case, then come at me together.
You bitch. Since you are seeking death yourself, I shall grant your wish. Form the array.
This isn't good. This is a sect secret technique. The 6 Harmonies Flying Sword Array. 6 Harmonies Flying Sword Array. 6 people simultaneously execute sword techniques. Each person holds a flying sword. Sword key transforms into a sword array. 6 flying swords contain immense energy and mysterious runes. Even top experts who fall into this array cannot escape its power.
Died.
Me and watch out.
Wind rises, clouds surge, the sword follows the wind. As the sword dances, the wind sweeps the void. The wind sweeps the fading moon, defeating the enemy array. Sword reaches the firmament. Stabilize the firmament. Shattered.
Six Harmonies Flying Sword Array. It was actually broken. She is the truly deserving one. Sword Dao Genius.
I knew I hadn't been mistaken. Yanhee, you raised 2 good children, truly skilled in guidance. I never provided them with assistance. This is all their own destiny.
Ron. I am the Sword Dao Genius. I am. It's you. It's all you.
Su Mayan. What are you doing? The sword tournament requires stopping before serious injury. How dare you injure a fellow disciple?
Old scoundrel. This useless disciple of yours cannot either. How? You are old now. Now your eyes only see some petty, despicable schemes and calculations.
Audacious. How dare you disrespect the Grand Elder?
You old scoundrel who abuses your power. You do not deserve my respect.
You.
What do you mean you? What? Is the Grand Elder going to start again? Abusing power to bully others and oppressing people with authority.
If you harm my son in the slightest, I'll make you pay blood for blood.
Kai Zhan Shu. The blood debt you owe me. Today I will make you pay it back in blood.
Chi Feng Mian. You are Chi Feng Mian. Chi Feng Mian has returned for revenge.
Chi Feng Mian, your life is truly resilient. Such potent poison actually didn't kill you.
Didn't expect that, did you? You racked your brains trying to take my life. But there was someone who genuinely and sincerely wanted me to have a new life.
They're actually my and Mian's former family. My and Mian all these years. This is how you've been living.
Sister,
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was you. You were useless. You had no value. You deserved to be stepped on by me so I could rise. I am not wrong.
My son is not wrong. It's all Mother's fault. My mistake was this. I shouldn't have poisoned you. I should have cut your throat with a knife to let you die more completely.
Do you have no guilt towards me at all?
Do you want to hear the truth? No. Not even a little bit. I never saw you as a daughter. Killing you is no different from killing a chicken. Killing a chicken is to nourish my son. Killing you is paving the way for my son. There is no difference.
Fine. You have no guilt towards me whatsoever. I thank you for having none towards me. Any change? Because only this way my sword suffers no disturbance.
Stop.
The film was translated and narrated by M.E.
What is the meaning of this?
Su Mayan. The Sword Discussion Assembly is intended for exchanging swordsmanship. It is not a place for you to act violently and aggressively. You have severely violated the rules of the Hidden Sword Pavilion. You must be expelled and driven out of the Hidden Sword Pavilion.
Old bastard. Just now your beloved disciple actually severed the tendons of his opponent's hand. Severed the tendons of his hand, resulting in 10 years of the opponent's swordsmanship cultivation being completely wasted. Now you come here playing this game of restoring sight to the blind. Does Pavilion Master Yugu know about this?
Pavilion Master Yugu is not here. I decide everything in the Hidden Sword Pavilion. Today, if you don't scram today, don't blame this old man for showing no mercy.
Old bastard. Ever since I first saw you, I wanted to beat you up.
Insolent child. What powerful sword intent? This newcomer's strength is actually this formidable. I didn't see wrong, did I? The Great Elder is actually being suppressed by her.
Not dead yet? If you're not dead, stand up and keep taking the beating until I beat you to death.
You actually intend to kill me? Aren't you afraid of blowing this matter up?
You oppress us like this. This matter, I intend to blow up today.
You harmed a fellow disciple and assaulted an elder. Once the Pavilion Master and the Sword Saint find out, there will be no place for you in the entire way of the sword.
Fine. If you have the guts, bring them all here. If they dare to disregard right and wrong, I will beat them up too.
Why do I feel like she is more arrogant than Kai Shanzu before? She looks soft and weak, but is actually a man eating flour. She actually dares to go against the Hidden Sword Pavilion.
Me, quit while you're ahead. Don't be too ostentatious.
The great revenge has been exacted. Mother and Su Chi still need to establish themselves in the way of the sword later. Too much is as bad as not enough. All right, for the sake of my mother, I will spare your life. But if in the future, you dare to pull these petty tricks again, I will definitely kill you. Mother.
Su Mayan. I'm afraid she is your closest person, isn't she? Are you willing to die for her? If you were my disciple, I would be very happy. Unfortunately, you are Zi Ying's disciple. Then you only have a path to death.
If you dare to touch her, I will search the highest heavens and the deepest underworld. I will surely find you and slice you into 1,000 pieces.
If you take your own life, I will let your mother go.
Me and don't. If you obey him, your mother will absolutely not live on alone.
You bitch. How dare you disobey me?
Can't you see she's struggling to breathe? Do you still want my life?
Then hurry up.
Me and don't.
Mother. I'm sorry. I want you to survive.
Listen to mother. I only just found out that for the past 18 years you have been in another family's home and suffered so much. Your mother has failed you. I should not have easily back then abandoned you and your father. I'm sorry. It was my weakness that caused you so much suffering. No, I absolutely cannot let you sacrifice yourself and die for me. Mian, you are my life. If someone must die, it should be me.
Mother.
Mother.
Who is causing this disturbance?
Greetings, Pavilion Master. Greetings, Pavilion Master.
Greetings, Pavilion Master.
Pavilion Master, you have arrived just in time. This person harmed fellow disciples, assaulted an elder, defied superiors, and is utterly lawless. They must be severely punished. The Grand Elder's swordsmanship is exceptional. For all these years, he has always been highly respected by the Pavilion Master. Su Mayan is going to be in serious trouble, even if Su Mayan has demonstrated heaven-defying talent. Pavilion Master Yugu certainly won't, for the sake of one disobedient disciple, punish the Grand Elder and a large group of Sword Dao geniuses.
Pavilion Master. Mian is still young. She absolutely did not intend to disregard the rules. Please do not punish her. Pavilion Master, my son is a heaven-sent genius. Countless heavenly Dao masters are eager to recruit him. We admire the Sword Saint's prestige, and that is why we came to the Hidden Sword Pavilion. Now, yet we were oppressed by this female disciple. This is simply outrageous bullying.
Pavilion Master, please order her tendons and bones to be severed. Abolish her cultivation, and have this person expelled from the Hidden Sword Pavilion to serve as a warning to others. If this person remains, the future troubles will be endless. Pavilion Master, did you hit the wrong person?
Do you know who she is?
She. Isn't she Elder Zi Ying's newly accepted disciple? Pavilion Master, are you hitting me because of her?
If anything happens to her, let alone you, even I, will face dire consequences. You repeatedly tried to kill her as the sect's Grand Elder. Instead of contributing to the sect, you abuse your power to bully the weak and commit wicked acts.
The film was translated
Effective today,
and narrated
you are
by
no longer an
Empress.
elder of the Sword Sect. Take your apprentice, go to the disciplinary hall, cripple your martial arts, and get out of the Hidden Sword Pavilion. Guards, you two, mother and son, relying on a bit of talent and swordsmanship, act unscrupulously. My Hidden Sword Pavilion does not have despicable disciples like you. Considering you brought this upon yourselves, have your martial arts crippled, and leave the mountain on your own.
Young Master Kai.
If you had known this day would come, why did you act so recklessly before?
I have already punished the person who disrespected you. I hope you bear no grudge.
Pavilion Master Yuko saved my mother. Sumian is eternally grateful.
Take them away.
You weaklings of great Shi. Long time no see.
Why is he here?
Who is he? Dressed so flamboyantly. He doesn't look like a great she person.
He is the one with the highest swordsmanship attainment in the Hu country. Dechuan Jia Kong. His swordsmanship is fierce and ruthless. He has fought thousands of duels, and the ones who defeated him are only the Sword God and the Sword Saint. Who is the Sword Immortal? I do not know either. I only know she is a 1 in a million female swordswoman during duels. She always wears a mask, and no one knows her face.
This, Lord Dichuan, you have finally arrived. If you hadn't tipped me off, I wouldn't have been absolutely certain about returning to this Hidden Sword Pavilion.
Grand Elder, you actually colluded with foreign enemies.
If you are heartless, don't blame me for being unjust. Now that things have come to this, I don't need to hide anymore. I pledged my allegiance to Lord Dichuan long ago. Lord Dichuan.
Swordsmanship Hall.
According to my inquiries, the Sword Saint has been in seclusion recovering for many days. Presumably his internal injuries have not yet healed. Sword Discussion Conference. This is the perfect time for a surprise attack. Good. Back then the Sword Immortal caused my utter defeat, making me the laughingstock of the entire Hu country. If I don't avenge this hatred, I swear I won't be human.
You ungrateful wretch. The sect poured so much effort into cultivating you, yet you conspire with the people of the Hu country.
Cultivation in the Hidden Sword Pavilion is austere and difficult, extinguishing human desires. As a Grandmaster of the Sword Dao, Lord Dichuan can grant me treatment second only to one person, and above 10,000 others. Countless treasures and secret manuals are at my disposal. If it weren't for Lord Dichuan's generosity, my swordsmanship improvement would not have been so rapid. On the contrary, it is you all who showed no trust. I as the Grand Elder. Yet you were unwilling to introduce me to the Sword Saint. I truly regret not following Lord Dichuan sooner.
You.
Enough nonsense. My purpose in coming here this time is to destroy your hidden sword pavilion, so that our Hu country swordsmen settling in Great Shi
Dream on. Di Chuan Jia King, Hidden Sword Pavilion. This is not a place for you to trespass freely. If you still refuse to leave, don't say I didn't show you mercy.
Now my God Slayer one strike slash has already reached mastery. Let alone you. Even if the Sword Immortal and Sword Saint attack together, I will still crush them under my feet.
You are forbidden from insulting the Sword Immortal and Sword Saint. Die! This person's cultivation technique is actually so profound and unfathomable.
This is only the first move, yet you cannot withstand it. Your Great Shi are just a bunch of useless gluttons. Wait until I slaughter all the top swordsmen on your 10,000 swords ranking, one by one. Then I will find the Sword Immortal and Sword Saint to avenge that single sword strike grudge.
Since kind words are useless, I shall face you.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
This is the Sword Saint's Chaos Sword Technique. Chaos Sword Technique. Could this be the legendary? Correct. This is the Sword Saint's, after becoming the foremost master of the Sword Dao, strongest sword technique created. Once unleashed, thousands of sword energies instantly condense, transforming into countless materialized sword shadows. Like a fierce storm, sweeping towards the enemy. Every stream of sword energy contains majestic sword intent and the power of laws.
Severing yin and yang. Slaying heaven and earth. Breaking chaos.
This is the peerless sword technique containing the supreme essence of the Sword Dao. It truly lives up to its reputation.
Pavilion Master Yuzu has learned the Sword Saint's unique ultimate skill. This is certain victory.
No, he lost. Each one appears to be barely resisting, but in reality, he is absorbing Pavilion Master Yugu's sword energy.
Pavilion Master,
What is going on?
is that all? You are too far behind the Sword Saint. Your sword strikes are weak. Your swordsmanship is still shallow.
Actually comprehended the entire chaos sword technique.
My master taught me personally. I had no choice but to learn it.
I am truly sorry for disgracing the Sword Saint.
Pavilion Master Yugu, you don't need to blame yourself. That old man's reputation is not worth much. Besides, you have already done your best and did not disgrace the Hidden Sword Pavilion.
The old man is gone. As expected, without the Sword Saint as your pillar, I can simply move my hand and crush all of you. Great Shi is all trash.
Zhao Qi. What are you going to do? Even the Pavilion Master is not his match. Currently only the female swordsman on the 10,000 swords ranking and the Sword Saint can't suppress him. Now that neither of them is here, if you go, you will only be courting death.
The Sword Immortal once said, mediocre talent can be compensated for. If your swordsmanship is shallow, you can practice. But one's unyielding spirit must never be broken.
Well said, Zhao Qi. Next. Watch me.
Sister.
As expected, you are all just a bunch of great weaklings. All of you kneel before me and submit to our Hu country. Otherwise, every single person present here today, I will personally send you all to hell.
You won't.
Who else? Is there anyone else who refuses to submit? Come up and die.
I refuse to submit.
Mian. Mother knows you are exceptionally talented, but with your current swordsmanship, you are still not his match. Hurry, come back with Mother.
Mother, rest assured.
Even Pavilion Master Yugu was not his match. If you go, sister, you will only die in vain.
That's right. Mian. This person's martial arts are profound and unfathomable. Only a sword immortal or a sword saint can fight him. You absolutely must not act impulsively.
Let her go.
Pavilion Master. You.
Great Shia dignified nation. Actually, let's a mere woman step forward.
What's wrong with a woman? You are nothing more than a swordsman who popped out of a tiny place. I, a woman, can fight just the same. You won't even recognize your own mother.
You insolent brat. Since you are looking for death, then I shall grant it to you. This treasured blade of mine has long thirsted for blood. I will take you first, to wet it.
Go ahead and mark all you want, because today is the day you die.
The film was translated and narrated by Media.
This isn't good. It's that move again. What? She actually dodged. The move that defeated the Pavilion Master.
How is that possible? A young girl. How can she possess strength comparable to that mysterious swordsman from back then?
How do you know that I am not him?
Could it be? Could she be the number 1 on the 10,000 swords ranking? The Sword Immortal.
She is not only the Sword Immortal, she is also the Sword Saint's only personal disciple.
What?
What? Absurd. Although that swordsman was similar to you in age and build, he would never stoop to staying in the Hidden Sword Pavilion as a common disciple. Even so, I must admit, you are exceptionally talented. What a pity. Such a promising talent, residing in the filthy Great Chi, deserves only death.
Watch out. This is Dichuan's trump card.
There is always someone better. Today, I will show you my true strength.
Mian, run. Mian, you cannot handle this. Come down quickly.
Mother, rest assured, I have the ability to protect you, and also the ability to protect everyone. Yin and Yang severed, heaven and earth shattered. Primordial escape sword, all paths void.
How is that possible?
Dichuan lost. My sister won.
I remember now. This is the final move of the Chaos Sword technique. A single sword strike shatters chaos. I didn't expect Mian could actually execute it.
At such a young age, she mastered the Sword Saint's unique secret technique. If things continue this way, Mian will have limitless potential. Having Mian is truly a great blessing for our Hidden Sword Pavilion.
Why can't I move? What did you do to me?
A person like you, learning the way of the sword, will only bring disaster upon the world. Today I merely severed your tendons and bones and spared your life. But I hope you mend your ways from now on. Get lost. insisting on causing trouble for no reason. Truly a waste of my time.
Mian Mian, I didn't expect you. Not only grew up safely and soundly, but also became a female sword immortal admired by thousands.
Mother, I am not only a sword immortal, but also your daughter.
Sister, I knew it. You were secretly guiding me. Sword Master. Sister, are you really Lord Sword Saint's disciple?
Of course.
Then can you take me to see him? He is my idol. He is simply the guiding light of my swordsmanship.
Master, haven't you watched enough of this show?
It really is Lord Saint.
Sword Saint.
The Sword Saint is here too.
It really is the Sword Saint.
When did you notice me?
When Pavilion Master Yugu was getting beaten up. I mean Master, Pavilion Master Yugu has been guarding the Hidden Sword Pavilion for you for so long, and you just stood by and watched.
Didn't I also want to see how much your swordsmanship has improved?
Then let's have a match. That way Master can watch more closely.
No, don't. I'm the Sword Saint. How can I draw my sword casually?
I'm a sword immortal too. Come on Master, let's spar.